Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets, looking at what's happening, and we'll not be looking at kind of a lot of news stories, but there's a couple of news stories I want to cover today, particularly about Binance, and we'll go over some charts as well and see what's happening in the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole. It looks as if the alts are going to go on a run. Before we start, if you have not joined, if you're not in the premium, you can't join the premium anymore, but what you can do is you can join the free group, and you're going to get notifications when the premium opens back up again. You'll get a notification a week before anybody else does, before I announce it on the channel. So it'd be great to have you in the free group as well. We've still got brilliant people in there. We still have brilliant chat in there as well. And I'm going to start, well, I've started doing some calls in there already as well. So you're going to get some calls in there for free. The premium group obviously get calls nearly every day, but the free group, I'll try and do one call every couple of days or something, and good ones are that. They're really good. You've seen the calls yesterday. If you haven't, go back to the video yesterday. I showed you what the premium calls were and how good we're kind of hitting the targets as well for the premium calls. So that will open back up in the end of, well, I'm kind of behind schedule just now because the house is just a riot just now. Just got the office back, but I'm behind, but I will catch up with that. So the launch is on schedule for the end of July. So looking forward to that. Okay, I'll just see if anybody's in. At the moment, we've got a couple of people in, so I'll just jump over just now and go to the chat area. So we have Mike Witherford in the house, Olo Bramblebert is in, Gordy Boy is in as well, Andreas, Gareth Mabet, Bruce Rudling, Future Elegance, Natasha Sakamoto here, that's Burbo. As we know him, Dean is in the house, Mervyn Skidmore, Tony P and Jambi Kariri is in. Tim Gash is in as well. Good to see you, Tim. I haven't seen you for a while, mate. Well, I have seen you for a while, but I think in the group you started kind of posting again. I know things are going well for you, hopefully. Well for you as your mining is coming on. Jambi, great hairstyle. I need my hair cut, I know. Bedhead, definitely bedhead. Just all over the place just now, so I was getting cut on Sunday. I just phoned up kind of hairdresser. I don't even know what it's like, man. It's all over the place. So yes, nightmare. Lawrence Matthews, good morning to you. Crypto Dread is in the house. Another day, another mini pump. Yes. So we'll go over and see what's happening in the markets just now. So we have 262 billion, nearly up to 263 billion, which is good. Bitcoin dominance has gone up to 55.7%. We can see the Bitcoin price going up to 8,246 aggregated price across all the exchanges, or the major exchanges. And we'll see who's the winners and losers. Chainlink up again, 35%. Energy is up 27%. Hypercash, Bytum, and Mixin are all up in double-digit greens. And the reds, we have Aurora Coin down 53%. That's like up 80% and down 80%, up 50%, down 50%. So it's kind of up and down all the time just now. We've got a market cap of 171 million, and that would have been a good one to get into a couple of months ago when we spoke about it. Zcoin is up, down 10%. Wax, Egretia, Nebulous, Binance Coin, Ardor, Golem, Litecoin down as well. I think Litecoin is just having a little breather before it goes back up again. I definitely think it's going to go back up, and we're going to reach $180, possibly 200, but I think that is going to happen soon. But we'll see what happens with Litecoin. It's been on a good run already. Remember, it's just a pullback. Natural for it to do that, and it's organic as well. I don't think it's been manipulated as much as Bitcoin is manipulated for Litecoin. Tron is down as well. So how many in the red percentage wise? Probably about 50-50. 50% in the green, 50% in the red. Okay, we'll go over to the overall marketplace, and we'll have 2,236 cryptocurrencies now listed on CoinMarketCap. Provoco token has gone up 253% or 291% over the last 7 days on good volume at 240,000 volume as well. Don't know much about it. My Wish is up. We're going to speak about this as well. Is up 214%. M2O is up 64%. Manitha, it did shoot up. Purely manipulated. Manitha, it's not. There's no news about it. There's nothing out. It's manipulation. You can see that with kind of order books as well. I think that was obvious with the order books, but it went up about 130 odd percent, 150%. It's coming back down now, but it was due a jump. Monetha tends to jump, and I think it tends to jump on manipulation, and it did. It just kind of followed the pattern. Candy is up 48%, Transcodium 45%. So what are some of the ones that could be good? Provoco, 195,000 market capitalization. It's up. So I don't know much about Provoco token at all. I'll just take a look at some of these stakes. A lot of these stakes kind of coins are bouncing up. I've noticed that. Hit BTC is on as well. That's a good exchange to be on. What's the social? March the 14th, March the 8th. No, I'd be weary of that. They've not updated the kind of social media feed or Twitter feed. We'd have to look at that. Twitter ads. I'm just going to see if they have it. That's just not updating on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, they've not updated it. So I wouldn't be kind of looking at that. I think that's been manipulated as well some way. Yeah, definitely. There's something going on there that's not quite right. MyWish. Okay, so I want to speak about that, but I'll do that in a wee second, and we'll have a look at Crypto Bubbles just now. Crypto Bubbles. Okay, so we have on the hourly, where are we? Just taking a big step back. We're kind of mainly in the green, and this is just a snapshot of some of the cryptocurrencies out there. Remember, it is just a snapshot, it's not every single one of them. But on the snapshot, we're probably about 60-65% in the green, and some obviously big ones in the red. Aurora down, ZIL, CRO, Theta, ABBC, Zin, Zinfin, or Mixin, sorry. I thought that was Zinfin there. Link it down as well. Obviously they've had run-ups in the past as well. Over the last 24 hours, just taking a visual cue on it. NRG, Link, we've seen that, HC, Zin, Bytum, Nulls as well. Aurora down a massive 53%, but it goes up a massive 80% and 50% in that as well. So I don't quite know why that does that, or the strange kind of trading style on that. Okay, so that is Crypto Bubbles. I'll go to get there. Right, this wasn't working before. So we'll go to the BTC chart. Right, so it's still following the support line. If you remember, we spoke about the support line, how it's going the kind of hockey style or hockey stick style, with the support line kind of increasing in steepness all the time. So this is the first one, second one increasing, third one, and this is the fourth one. So we may have an increase again, and if we keep on going the way we're going, we're probably going to reach, just move it to here. As I said, $11,000 is my target, and then see where it plays from there. I'm not saying it's going to stop at 11,000, but $11,000, we're talking about the middle of July, as I said before, but we could possibly increase this. So if we go up from here and we get a steeper curve, another steep, a kind of breakaway support line, we could get it by the end of June, beginning of July, for 11,000. So we need to wait and see what happens. But we're following that support line quite nicely. We'll go back to auto. And this is from the end of March all the way up to now, and it's following that support line quite nicely there. So I do expect it to keep going up. Just now, 8237 at the moment. But I think we're also going to have a run on the alts as well. And we're starting to see that just now. We've seen some of the alts running. But I'll just jump back to chat, see how you guys are getting on. Nicky Sheldrake is in, Sean Dubs is in the house, Honest Crypto Journey is in, Mitch Dieter, morning all, MFT killing me, never set a stop loss. Oh no, keep saying set a stop loss. I know, but sometimes I don't set stop losses as well. But I'm feeling overly confident, but I don't set a stop loss. So I know what it feels like. Sometimes I've not done it in the past, and it's just a nightmare when you're kind of stuck there. Crypto Knowledge Alliance, one of our brown admins, Jimbo, is in the house with his own channel as well. Go and click on the name there, Crypto Knowledge Alliance. We're going to have a chat tonight. Looking forward to that, Jimbo, having a chat with you in about 8 hours time or 7 hours time. 7 hours 19 minutes time to be exact. So we're going to chat about kind of doing some kind of collab and other stuff as well. So we'll see what happens from that. Mervyn Skidmore, Steve's back on with messy hair, but show some love and try to care because Bitcoin's up, and also follow, but don't expect a show tomorrow. Love it. Love it, Mervyn. Debbie Claydon is in the house. Welcome to you. Scottish Bull is in. Back with us. Good to see you here. Regular again. Moonboy is in. Binance is going to get crushed. Crazy news. What's the news? Antonio Medusa. Future Elegance, Merv, Scottish Bull. Someone sent 2 BTC to my address by accident. How? Somebody sent 2 Bitcoin to your address by accident. Wow. Ross Davison is in. Mike Weatherford, your thoughts on Matic? I really like Matic for the long term, but we'll take a look at some of the charts as well. Okay, some of the news. And I want to thank Adeb for sending over the news. One of our Brown admins, he sent over the news. I think it's most of the news this morning. We've usually got Adeb, Rob, James and Mike sends over news, but Deb's kind of sent most of the news over this morning. So this one, so it's all to do with kind of Binance. So Binance says it's launching a US exchange with FinCEN registered partner. So the registered partner is BAM, which we don't know too much about, BAM, who it is. But Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by volume, is launching a US division. The Malta-based company said Thursday it's setting up Binance US, a new trading platform specifically targeting US customers, in partnership with a firm called BAM Trading Services. And the platform will be operated by BAM while using Binance's wallet and matching engine technologies. The exchange did not provide a firm timeline for the launch, and the move would represent the first formal entry into the US market by Binance, although residents have already been able to access the trading platform. So, don't know who the mystery partner is, BAM. Don't know who that is. So according to Bitwise Asset Management, Binance processed 250 million in Bitcoin spot transaction over the past 24 hours, while CoinMarket reports 1.7 billion in crypto transaction at the exchange overall. In a statement, Binance US will be led by a local partner, BAM, and will serve the US market in full regulatory compliance. So this is what it's all about. It's about regulation and keeping up to date with the regulations as well. This is why they're operating out of Malta just now. So they're not crushed with the regulations. And obviously they want to keep the US. US is going to be one of the biggest kind of customers for them as well. So they want to keep the US and they want to keep the regulations going as well. So that's why they're opening that up. On another story as well from Binance, this is all to do with Binance. Binance are really leading the way here. Binance.com launches BEP2 community listing program. So this was kind of yesterday, this came out. So to support the development of high-quality blockchain products in the industry, Binance is beginning a new initiative to list at least one project in Binance.com each month over 3 months, selected from the projects currently trading on Binance DEX. Now, the more astute people that read that yesterday immediately went over to Binance DEX and started buying up some of the tokens on Binance DEX. And here's the tokens here. We can see, I'll just show you them. So Wish is up 230%. We'll go to that here, see if the chart comes up. Now it is up 141%. Bolt is already up 36%. I looked at that this morning and thinking about getting in, but it was up 12%, but it's now up 36%. I'll just kind of refresh that. I don't know if it's slow this morning. Here we go. Oh, it's changed already. 225%, now 83%. So it's jumping all the time. I'm just looking at the volume here. 1,000 BNB. There's not a huge amount of volume, but still volume that's going. Bolt, I think, I've got a good feeling about Bolt, actually. I've got a good feeling about them being listed. So if we look at some of these as well, we'll look at Wish. So it's my Wish under Wish, and it's got, if we look at the market capitalization now, it's up 233%, 2.2 million. Only 2.2 million. Now you might be thinking, oh, these are some just shit coins. However, I went on the kind of Wish kind of website and checked out, see what it was all about. And it's about creating your own smart contract without coding. So we can, for example, I could set up a smart contract on any of the platforms. It's got your STO crowd sale as well. You can do a token, personal contract as well. So there's a lot of things you could do with this. And I actually think this could be good for what I'm trying to offer as well. So this might be a good one actually. this might actually be really good if it does get listed on Binance. Only 2.2 million market capitalization. Yeah, normally when I've seen this and it was up 230%, I'd say do not touch this with a barge pole. However, if this does get listed on Binance, the SEX and the CEX, that's a centralized exchange. That's DEX is decentralized exchange. If this does get listed, then this could go up another 5x from here, up to 10 million, up to 20 million. So it could go 5, 10x from here and still only be 20 million. So I'd need to look deeper into it. But there's an opportunity here that we have to kind of grasp at the moment. And the opportunity is, I'm going to show you this just now. We can look at these ones just now that are already trading on Binance. Or what we can do, we can click on balances. If you go into your balances on the Binance DEX, I'm going to go to, I've not got any balances just now. You can see all the BEP2 tokens. In fact, I'm going to show you this just now. I don't know if it's in my downloads. I downloaded this from someone on Twitter. And it's one of the projects actually on here as well that I'm going to show you. So I'll just see if it comes up. Did I put it into, I think I put it into CYT-Crypto videos. So I'll get this up here just now. Yeah, it is. Choose application. Oh, bugger. Just open it up, man. That's not letting me open it up just now. I don't know why it's going to choose application when it should be there. Right, 1 second. If you bear with me a wee second. Nah, it's not got an image. I don't know why that's kind of came off. But anyway, where was it that I've seen it so I can get it for you? Ah, here it is here. So these are all the projects listed on the Binance chain, 20 projects issuing on Binance chain. So a smart thing to do is to look at these. You can see a lot of these are already trading on the Binance DEX just now. A lot of them aren't. So if we kind of go down this list and look at the ones that are not trading on the Binance DEX at the moment, but probably will be soon, then we could actually get in very early stages before it goes on the DEX, before it goes on the SEX as well, the CEX. So Kanya Coin could be one, Bo Network could be one, Xeonbit, Open Web, OWT could be one as well. OWT looks a likely candidate to start trading and to go over to Binance.com as well. So have a look at these. Excuse me. Bo Network is sound like a Scottish word. Have you got a Scottish word here like your ball bag? And just saying, just calling somebody an idiot when you say you're a ball bag man. But the Bo Network, if you look at their Twitter account, you'll be able to see this, and then you can start researching the ones that are not already on or trading on the Binance DEX. So Mithril, obviously that's on the Binance.com exchange just now. Harmony is already on there. Red Pulse is already on there. Gifto is already on there. Earner is already on there. So OWT is not on. Block Mason is. Crypto Bonus Miles is not on. MyWish is not on yet, but that's already went up 230%. Bolt is not on yet. That looks a good one as well. So another one, Now Token, is up 124%, 3.2 million market cap, still a way to go. Anchor Network, that looks likely to go on to the Binance.com exchange. It looks like a really good, well, it is a really good project. Anchor Network, the other one, LTO looks really good as well, but it's up to 31 million market capitalization. Bolt looks another likely one that's going to be listed on the Binance.com exchange. That's only 14 million. I would say that's probably the safest bet to go on Bolt, and that would be a buy for me. So if you buy that on the Binance DEX with your BNB, you need to transfer your BNB over there, buy it, and then wait on it going over onto the Binance.com exchange, which we'll probably do within 3 months. If it's not one of the first ones chosen, it probably will be chosen later on. So expect that to go up by maybe 100, 200% as well. So there's opportunity here to make a lot of Bitcoin. If you look at the risk to reward ratio, I think it's quite good. So let me know your thoughts on that. It'd be quite interesting to hear your thoughts on that. Rob UK is in the house. Welcome to you, one of our brilliant admins. Mark Innes. Hello, Stephen Team. Good to see you, Mark. Leo Vincent, did I read correctly? 90 days left to use Binance in the US. Is this the beginning of the end for crypto in the United States? I need to move out of this country. That would probably be as another Binance, well, the Binance DEX. You can't anyway. So I need to have a look at that. But they're opening up the Binance.us, and that's purely for the regulations, and that will be what it's for if that is indeed correct. Can you have a look at Mithril, Steve? I think Mithril has gone up quite a bit. Is it Mithril or Manetha? Because MITH and MTH, a lot of people get mixed up. That's Myth BTC. Come on, BTC. So it's crossing over. It's crossed over on a daily. Can I call this on the 4-hourly chart when it crossed over and it went up about, I don't know, 70-80%? A lot of people got when I called in the premium group. It's coming down just now, so it might come down to maybe 689 before bouncing back up. So it might come down to the 70 EMA. If we look on the 4-hour chart, it's not crossed down over. So what we can do is we can look at the fib retracement tool, use that and get the tops there. It's come all the way down to 78.6%, gone up and come back down again. It looks 704 is probably the place it's going to bounce if it bounces up there. So it could come down a wee bit more and bounce off round about the 700 mark, I would say. And if we look at the hourly chart, what's happening there is crossed down over on the hourly chart, 15-minute chart. So I would wait. So I'll go down to the 15-minute chart, wait in the 15-minute chart, crossing over again before getting back in. And that's going to give you an early indication what happens on the micro level, happens on the macro. So that's going to give you an indication there as well. So I would use the 15-minute chart. So I wouldn't be entering just now if you're looking to enter. So I'll do with Myth. Karen Thomas is in. Good morning to you. Good to see you here. One of the latest members to the premium group and one of the last to get in. Targaryen level. No, it wasn't Targaryen. It was House Lannister level actually. So let me know what you think about the Binance DEX. And Binance, I'm going to see if there's any news about kind of US. Yes. Going to see if there's any news on that. To expand 90 more to, right. Citizens have, Binance has partnered with US citizens have, 90 more. Okay, right, is this CoinSpeaker? Right, find. Binance notes the launch of a new dedicated crypto trading platform for the US. All the existing US customers of Binance will have to shift their accounts to Binance US. Binance has given the US customers a 90-day window for the shift, after which they can still access their wallets and funds but can't deposit or trade. And this is purely because of the regulations that US are putting in place, and it's a disgrace, to be honest. It's a disgrace that this is kind of happening, and the US kind of citizens are getting treated like this as well from their own kind of government. Obviously, there's got to be safety measures in place, but not at the risk of kind of thwarting this technology or this. People want it, so it's going to happen. It doesn't matter what the US government do, what sanctions are trying to put in place. It's going to happen anyway. You can go into a VPN and start trading, do it that way or something. There's always going to be a way around it, but this is just holding back what could be one of the biggest innovations in kind of America's history, the world's kind of history. One of the biggest innovations for blockchain and cryptocurrency. I'm talking about being used as a currency, and what is ultimately is going to overtake kind of fiat and gold and stuff like that as well. But they're just holding it back. They're just kind of putting walls up just now. It's not a good thing, and it's the US kind of citizens that are getting. It's them that's kind of suffering because of that. So yeah, US citizens have 90 more days to continue to use Binance. So I'm just wondering what percentage of Binance.com I'm just wondering what percentage of Binance.com is kind of US based. I'd like to know that percentage actually, because this is obviously going to, it's not going to be good for Binance.com either. I'm just wondering what's going to happen there. So I'm just going to see, look at the exchange Binance just now. I would imagine the Binance token, BNB, might go down because of this. Yeah, as it's down 8%. So it was going great guns, 448,000. It's now down to 406,000. I know it doesn't seem a lot, but this could keep going down because this is not ultimately good news for Binance.com. It means there's going to be less liquidity on Binance.com if everybody's going over and trading in Binance US, or the US citizens are doing that. So I don't know if this is going to be good or how this is going to affect the markets, but it's definitely going to affect Binance. So I need to wait and see what kind of transpires from that. Axel is in the house. BNB customers could switch to Binance.org. They can go into the Binance DEX. But the Binance DEX, unless you're using a VPN, you're not going to be able to get into that either if you're from the US. I believe that's correct. Let me just check something just now. So I've done that. I was just making sure I've covered all the stories there. So if you've got any questions, let me know any questions that you've got in the kind of chat area just now. If you have any questions or you want me to look at any charts just now. But I think Binance DEX could provide a good opportunity, and we're one of the early ones to use it. There's not a lot of liquidity on it just now, so you're going to be one of the early adopters of the Binance DEX. But ultimately, the Binance DEX could be the place to actually go to trade, and it could be really good for making a lot of Bitcoin here if we're early enough. And it's only going to be a small window of opportunity here before everybody cottons on. So what I would do is start looking at the Binance DEX and look at the ones that are not actually trading just now. So the ones that are not, if we go down here, Anchor is trading, Aeron is trading, Atomic is not trading, I don't believe, on the Binance DEX. And we'll just go to, see if we can get this, another one of these up. Yeah. We'll get it up on another window so we can just check at zero balance. Right, so AWC, Atomic is then, I do apologise. And that's gone up as well. You can see that's come right back down, but it did go up a big percentage. So that is Atomic. Gone up as well. Obviously that's trading. The Atomic Wallet token. Bo Network. I think Bo Network as well, if we look at, I think it comes under WAB. For the Bo Network is 628,000. So once people cotton on to that, this could be another one that could explode. But it's not actually trading. It's not actually trading yet, but it looks as if it will be trading if they're on the if it's a BEP2 token. So I have to kind of think about that. BetX as well. We'll have to do some digging on that. Humanity First token, Bolt token as well, Kanya Coin, Chiliz, eBoost, Energy token, Hut Entropy, I don't know, Hut 34, Equal's already gone up as well. If we look at Equal as well, and somebody spoke about this yesterday, and sorry I can't remember who. Equal is 3 million market capitalization. However, look at it over the last. It was about 500 million market, 500,000 market capitalization, and so it went up 600% almost. So Equal's gone up already, and it's still only got a market cap of 300,000. So we'll have to look for the next ones. What could be the next ones? And that's what we're kind of talking about. The bond network could be one of them, but I'm not too sure about it, if I'm being really honest. So, but there is an opportunity there. There's definitely opportunities there. What other ones are there? We've got SpendCoin. MyWish is up already. XeonBit, I've not looked into that yet. Node, not seen it. Musica, MDAB, LTO Network could be a good one as well, but that's got about market capitalization of 33 million as well. That probably looks likely to transfer over to Binance.com as well. So that's why a lot of these ones are up. Like MyWish, you can see, you're going to see in there as well. MyWish is up, and the volume is kind of good as well. I've just got the volume set at over 100,000, but if we set this to say over 10k, now we'll see this kind of changing a wee bit. It changes, just waiting. It takes a while to load on CoinMarketCap. I'll just go back to it. Ethereum USD chart, we'll look at that. Use VPN, tax-wise move doesn't help US citizens. Yeah, you can use a VPN. Godboy, Facebook have captured audience of 2.38 billion, excluding fingers, and many pies. Interesting times ahead with this coin. It is going to be interesting. I still think it's good, Godboy. I do think it's good for the crypto space as a whole. I know a lot of people don't like Facebook, but the very fact, and that's what I was saying last week, the very fact it's got 2.38 billion people kind of registered on it, that's when we're going to bring more and more people over to the cryptocurrency space, because they're going to ask, okay, what's Facebook coin? What is cryptocurrency? Then they ask the obvious question, what is Bitcoin? Then what are kind of altcoins? And then they're going to start looking into it more and more, just how we got into it. This is how we got into it. So that's why I think Facebook coin is going to be good. Now, I don't know if the rumors are going to be true with Zilliqa and Facebook coin. Just to coincide with kind of 18th of June kind of coming up. So we don't know what's happening with Zilliqa just now, actually. So I was kind of speaking to a couple of people this morning in the kind of premium group. 288 at the moment for Zilliqa. So we don't know if there's going to be some kind of tie in there. And this is a 15-minute chart. We'll go to the 4-hour chart. So I still think it's looking good. So I think the risk to reward ratio on Zilliqa is looking really, really good just now. If something comes out on the 18th with regards to a kind of Facebook partnership of some kind, I don't know what the rumours are. Obviously, there'll be an NDA kind of being signed somewhere along the line, I would imagine, but they can't release anything just now. So if that is true, which I don't know if it will be, but if it is true, Zilliqa is going to explode come, was it 15, 16, 17, 8, come Tuesday. It's going to absolutely explode. However, you're going to get people in the know that know already what's happening with Zilliqa. And if it is happening with Zilliqa, you're going to see Zilliqa kind of moving up from here. And you're also going to get people anticipating some kind of big news coming out on the 18th for Zilliqa with regards to Facebook. So it's going to start moving up from here, so you can profit either way. And just remember, if the news comes out and it's not about the Facebook kind of partnership, it's going to kind of shoot back down for a bit. So remember to take profits on the way up as well. Just another opportunity there. Rowan Rocker, are you still hopeful for Digitex? Personally, no. Personally, I've kind of said that ages ago. That I've been out of it for a while. Me personally, no, I'm not. I don't think it is going to go. BitX was run by an infamous scammer. Crypto Lifestyle interviewed the victims on his channel. So BitX. Oh, is that? No, it's not BitX. It's BetX. So is that the same one? So I don't know too much about it. So BetX, is that got the BitX exchange or something? BitX Crypto. So that's why I'm saying we have to do a kind of due diligence first. So BetX coin, I don't know. CoinLib. So I don't know that one just now, and it's just really slow just now. Computer's really slow again just now, so it's not coming up. I also saw the Binance US is only going to have a few coins available for trading. Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare. Sorry, Steve, where do you find Binance DEX? If you go to binance.org, not binance.com, but binance.org, you'll find it there. So you just register, you create a wallet there first of all. So if you go to Binance, so I've created a wallet already, and I've not got any balances in it, so I'm not. You can hack into it, or somebody could, but there's nothing there. So if you go to binance.org, where is it? We'll go to DEX. And you go to create wallet, click on create wallet, create the wallet, download and make sure everything's secure. Download your JSON file as well. So create wallet there. It'll just kind of walk you through it, how to do it. So it's really easy to do. And then you send your BNB tokens over there and you can start trading there as well. So it's really easy to set up. So I'll definitely kind of look at that. Does anyone use Huobi? I don't use it. I've got an account there, but I don't use it. But I think it's a good exchange for catching these kind of hidden gems as well, or some of them. And I think it's the Huobi token could be really good as well. HT token. And we'll just go to this, so 24 hours. It's still really slow. I know it's kind of slowing up the broadband. My Wish Now token is up there because it's 68,000. I thought there'd be another one up there. But it's My Wish Now token. That's the two on the DEX, the Binance DEX. US will use VPN. Yeah, a lot of people are going to use a VPN. So there's always ways around it. The government's not going to impose these kind of sanctions on the US kind of citizens, and there's always ways around it. This is decentralized. So there will always be ways around it. Guys, big news. The sun is shining in Asia. First time in June has been poor. Gordy boy. Excellent. Excellent news. That is huge news. That's going to move the crypto market big time. We'll see the prices. We'll see the effect it's had on the Bitcoin price. Yeah, Bitcoin is moving up because of that. So sun is shining in Asia and Bitcoin price is moving up. So it's all looking good just now. This is kind of serious stuff here. So that's good news, Gordy boy, for you. I think it's going to piss down the rain here. So Bitcoin price. Oh, what's happened with kind of Litecoin? We're going to look at Litecoin. Litecoin has went down, obviously. $130. Expect us to go back up, but if you look at the day chart, it's not that much. It's just an organic kind of pullback. So it still looks as if Litecoin is going to keep on rising. In my eyes, I think it's going to keep on going. On a 1 week chart, looks brilliant. So we could get up to, we're not going to get up to 370, but I think we're going to go up to around the 180 level. Kind of stay there. Not stay there. I think we're going to hit some kind of resistance there. And hopefully it could break through that and go up to 200, and then it could come back down. And this is before the halving happens, or the halving happens. And it'll probably come back down quite a lot actually, but in the meantime it could go up big time. XRP is not doing well. Still going down. 4813. That's on a weekly. We'll just go to the 4 hourly. It's not looking good for XRP at the moment. Short term, still accumulating here. Well, for me, it would be accumulation zone. I've not got any more because I've gotten my fingers in other pies as well. But 4808 still represents, I still think it's a good opportunity to accumulate at these levels. It looks as if we could, 4601. We go down to that level, that's not good. It gets down to that level. It is good if you're accumulating. But I think at these prices, really good at these prices. Down to 4,000, it could get down to 4,000 as well before it bounces back up. But we're going to have that 100%, 200% coming. But if it's just purely for trading, you're not in this for the long term, would you go into XRP? No, not just now. You definitely wouldn't. According to all the charts, you just would not get into kind of XRP just now. If you're accumulating, totally different story. You would just keep on accumulating at these prices. No, that's different. BitX, no BitX, right. Okay, so it's something different, Rowan Rocker. Gordy Boy, LOL. Oh, Bramblebird, PundyX, support for Binance. Right. PundyX. So I kind of mentioned this morning as well, just see where we are with it. So what we're looking at here, if we look at this area, here just now, this should kind of clear up. Look at this area here. So to sell at 11 Satoshi, we've got 1.9 billion tokens. And to buy at 10 Satoshi, we've got 2.7 billion worth. So 278 Bitcoin worth. People are looking to buy at 10 Satoshi. So that's a buy wall, this is a sell wall. You'll have to remember that as well. But this is steadily going up. This kind of sell wall is steadily rising. And this buy wall is steadily coming down, which could indicate, and could be being manipulated, people could just be adding on. It could indicate that this is coming down another 1 Satoshi to possibly 9 Satoshi to buy, 10 Satoshi to sell. So you have to ask yourself the question, if you're in it just now, you have to kind of bed in, just kind of bed in and just get the mindset where you're going to have to say, okay, I'm going to hold PundyX until it starts to kind of climb again up to 14, 15, 20, 25, whatever. And it could be for a longer period of time. And that's the thing about PundyX, if you're in it, sometimes you're stuck in it for ages before anything happens. And I'm talking about weeks and weeks. So I'm in it just now. Swithering. I'm going to wait and see if this 10 Satoshi, if this comes down below 1 billion to buy at 1 billion, then it probably looks like a sell to me because I can trade elsewhere and make the third of a Bitcoin I would lose back up. But I'm kind of loath to lose that third of a Bitcoin, which would be a kind of nightmare, obviously. But we'll need to wait and see what happens. So that's where I am just now with PundyX, and that's where it is just now with PundyX as well. So I do think long term is going to be brilliant. So if you're in for the long term, fantastic. And you can stake and get FX tokens as well if you're in it for the longer term up until 2020. So I should have kind of gotten that organised and started staking. I could have been kind of an extra $15 a day or something. But I didn't expect to be in this long. I thought it was only going to be a couple of weeks at the most. But it's looking like I'm going to have to bed in and kind of go in longer for a longer period of time, which means I'm not trading at the moment. But we'll need to wait and see what happens with that. So, but meanwhile, back at the ranch, the likes of Manitha is going up, and we could have spotted that as well. If we go to the 4 hourly. So Manitha kind of crossed over at 286, crossed over in 4 hourly at 286, and we'd have still been in that. And the likes of Manitha would know it's been manipulated in the past. So we could have bought in, it says something like 300, and put a kind of stop limit on to sell it once it reached 800 or something like that. Because I know how much it's gone up in the past, and it got up to 890. You'd have missed out on 90 Satoshi, but it'd be a safe bet to sell at 800 and get 100% profit, or more than that, 130% profit. Link, we're speaking about Link this morning as well. It did get back up to about 20,000, but it's come down again. Did it get down to, it did get down to 19,000. We're speaking about that. I'm just going to see here actually, on the hourly. Yeah, it did get down to below because I was suggesting that this could fall on to put a stop limit on, a stop loss limit on at around about just under 19,000. I'm just wondering if that was done. CMT has gone up, IDO is up, Hypercash is up, NAV gone up, Nulls, Qtum, ENG. ENG is looking good actually. I like the look of ENG out on the daily. It's just crossing over. Doc, just coming up on the daily as well. So PundyX, so hopefully this 11 Satoshi kind of sell wall comes down. There's big kind of sales going on at 10 Satoshi as well. And hopefully the buyers come in. So anyway, and see what happens with Pundy. Did XRP not issue another 400 million tokens, Scottish Bull? Yeah, that could be to kind of institutions or kind of to exchanges as well. So we don't know how they're actually used. So it's not looking great for XRP at the moment. Short term, it's not looking great. Accumulation for long term, I think still yes, definitely. What else are we on? That was Binance US. Think of anything else there. Have I covered everything I was going to cover? Setting up a US division. Oh, it's going on a run. Idea that could make a BTC. So I've given you that idea by the Binance DEX. I think that could be good. Oh, right, Matic. Somebody asked about Matic. And what did you say there? Surprised Matic didn't pump the partner chain. Chainlink, yeah. So I think Matic is going to go, but it's just not one to do it just now. I mentioned this the other day. But yeah, you could wait on Matic and just wait on 15 minutes. Did a crossover? It did cross over. 283. We got up to 301, then came back down again. So it looks as if there's downward pressure on Matic just now. So it's not an entry at the moment for Matic, although I do think it's going to go up, and I do think we're going to kind of double as well. But it's not looking to go up at the moment. Some support lines coming up, and I know it's only been trading for a while, but we're starting to get in supports. It's on a 1 hour. A big support line here. So around about 230-ish is kind of big support for Matic. I'm looking the 4 hourly. Yeah. 230-ish, we can see the support clearly there, around about that figure. There's kind of some support there for Matic as well, around about here, around about this level actually, about the 270 level. So I still think Matic for the long term is really, really good. And I think with news coming out soon, it's going to be really good as well. So we had the previous kind of resistance there at around about 270. We've now got that support. See if it bounces off the support. If it comes down here, it looks next support is around about the 230 mark. And then below that, we're kind of going down again. But I think Matic looks brilliant for the long term. Just see 49 million market capitalization just now only. Still outside the top 100. So that deserves a top 70 place. In my opinion. G-Slick is in the house. Hi to you. Sees it Binance retweet to integrate the support for Binance. Crypto Market News is in the house. Welcome to you. Tim Gash, do you think XRP will pump when the FATF regulations are in place later this month? If XRP doesn't move after that, I might review my position. The FATF, somebody was pointing this out in the kind of premium group yesterday, and I can't remember who, so I do apologise. Somebody pointed out it's not a government kind of official body, so they've no. It's only they're only there advising the FATF. That's what they're doing. It's an advisory kind of role, so it doesn't mean to say it's definitely going to come into place. So we need to wait and see what happens with that. So the FATF regulation. I don't know if there's any updates on this. Let's have a quick look. See if there's any updates on that, but we have to remember it's not an official government body. The internet's really slow just now. I don't know what's going on. I think everybody's getting in a bit of a tizzy about this. But really, what can they do? They're going to make it harder. They're going to put hurdles into place. I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to put hurdles in place for cryptocurrency, but it's not ultimately going to stop it. It's not ultimately going to... There's always ways around it. That's what I'm saying. Just You kind of read between the lines or listen between the lines. There's always ways around things. So, no, Tim, I'm still very bullish on XRP. The thing that I'm kind of more concerned about with XRP is obviously with regards to kind of competition, but I don't see real competition out there just now. With the banks obviously issuing their kind of crypto as well, so that'd be my only. I'd keep up to date with that, not with the FATF. Mr. Ita, LRC, your opinion? LRC. This is my bogey coin, LRC, because every time I call it, it kind of goes down. So on the 4 hour, it could bounce off the 50 EMA. It's still up on the 4 hour, it's still crossed over on the daily. And we're coming off an all-time low for LRC, 812. I think it was all-time low was 500 or 677. For me, I would say this is a buy. I think it could bounce, but I think when it goes again, if we see here, and we're just going to daily to look at this more closely. There's been a couple of occasions where this has just blown up. And this is one occasion when it kind of jumped up, went up 158%. That was back on the 22nd of January. And in April, kind of jumped up 50%. And when it jumps up here, eventually when it does, either through manipulation or because of news, fundamental news or anything else, then I think it could go big time. And I think you could get, again, it's another one of those 100%ers that could happen for loop ring. So for me here, on the daily, it doesn't look good. 2 hourly, coming down, you've got the 4 red candles. I'd probably be looking at another opportunity to buy in, so I'd be looking at maybe the hourly chart is coming down as well. So it's just up and down just now. It's a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, keep clearing until there's confirmation. There's no confirmation there that it's going up. Yeah, I would use the 4 hourly or daily, probably the 4 hourly, to get a clear confirmation that this is kind of moving up. We've got 2 red candles on the 4 hourly, but it's still above the 70 EMA, is still above the 50 EMA. So it'd be a difficult one that, if it was me, I would just kind of stay out of it and just say, okay, there's going to be other opportunities. I don't have to go into this. But that's just what I would do. I wouldn't kind of enter just now. Tim Gash, seems odd that they're announcing and then backed, and some others have announced that they're going live at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people not liking XRP, and they'll obviously try their best. And that's kind of conspiracy theories and all that kind of crap, but I think that there are a lot of people that don't like XRP, which could be the ultimate, the undoing of it. But I still think it's going to be okay. Right, a little bit of movement on PundiX. It's coming down below 1.9 billion. So hopefully this can come down lower. And the 10 Satoshi level buy wall is going up. So I might be getting a tiny wee bit of movement from PundiX at last. Manith is still going up. Link down. So there's no new moves there as well. We'll just have a look in the Binance DEX. Look at the exchange, see if any of the others are moving. 194%, Wish and Now, Bolt still 31%, Anchor 24%, AWC, GTO is up. I kind of mentioned GTO this morning, I believe. Talked about it in the premium group, and it's gone up. Yep. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there just now. I'd just like to thank everybody for watching. Really appreciate you. If you've not already joined the free group, there's a link down below to join the free Telegram group. and I'll give calls in there. Obviously, we've got brilliant chat in there, we've got brilliant people in there. And when you kind of first enter the group, you'll be invited in, but you'll have to click on a link just to say you're human. So you need to click on that link before you can actually get in, and that way we stop the bots. So we're trying to stop bots in there as well. PundiX team is now in the process of integrating support for the Binance chain. Once completed, all the token developers on Binance chain will be able to list their tokens in the PundiX open platform. Excellent. BNB dumped because of US regulation. Nightmare. T-Lock eyes for you. Yeah. It is dumping because of that, and it looks like it's dumping because of that. So yeah, it's not good. So yeah, join the free group in Telegram and have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing at the weekend. And I will see you kind of later on. I'll be doing a news video kind of later on as well, just collating the news together and what's making headlines in the crypto world. I'll do that a wee bit later on as well for you. But no weekend lives, and I'll see you in the kind of groups. If you're in there over the weekend, I'll be in there as well. And until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them,